Check out Strictly Street on YouTube. Hell yeah,
bro. What's up, guys? Strictly Street here. Welcome back. Today, got a new video for y'all. So today is gonna be a really fun one, man. Really fun one. I know I said that every time, but today's gonna be a really fun one. So today we are going to Extreme Raceway Park. So if y'all have been following the channel for probably at least about 6 months or so, then y'all will know what that track is. It's an 8 mile track in Dallas. I went there, I think, in November or December of last year, and you know, and that was my first time ever going to that track. Super nice track. It is only 8 mile, but basically the reason why we're going there is because my boy Preston, so he has the 6th gen with the high ram from Dallas, the black one. So y'all have probably seen it on the channel before. Well, he is racing, or this all started because he locked in a run for some money with Tito from a dig. So 8 mile dig at the track, and then there were a couple other cars that kind of got in on it. So there's Preston, Tito, I think Swole. So Swole has a 10-speed Mustang, and Swole does a lot of dig racing. So Swole, and then there may, and then there's a 5th gen, a headscan 5th gen that just got his car back, and he's wanted, it's another GPI car, so he's wanted to, you know, get runs in too. So I saw all these people going to the track, and I was like, man, I really want to go. I really want to run Tito from a dig. I'd like to run Preston from a dig. Sorry. And I'd also like to run Swole from a dig. Swole does a lot of dig racing, so I'm pretty sure they're going to want to do Pro Tree. I don't have very much experience with Pro Tree, but you know, we're going to try our best. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to cut a better light than me, but so we'll probably take a lot of L's, but that's all right. We're just running. I'm just running for fun. I'm not running anybody for money. But so I'm just here at the shop, about to load up the car on the trailer, and then we're gonna hit the road to Dallas. So I think it's about a 3-hour drive. So I'm excited, man. Finally get to dig race some people. So normally when I'm at the track, it's just for fun, like basically me just chasing times. But today we're actually racing people. It's probably gonna be Pro Tree, and you know, it's gonna be pretty competitive. So we'll just have to see how it goes. All right, guys. So we made it to the track. We're here at XRP. Just waiting for everybody else to show up. They haven't started allowing passes yet. They're prepping the track. I guess they had an event earlier, and so they just got done with that event, and now they're re-prepping the track. But I'm on this side of the truck because it's really windy, so I'm trying to block some of the wind. But I'll show y'all the car. I think Preston will probably be the first one to get here out of like the people from Dallas and Houston. But I'm gonna be running Tito today, Preston, and Swole. I'm not sure if we're gonna be running anybody else besides that, but if anybody else wants to run me, I'm down to run them. I don't care, but I'll show y'all the car real quick. All right, so it's pretty windy, so I apologize, but I got the car off the trailer. It's pretty dirty. I got some bird shit on it, as y'all can see, but wheels are clean, but everything else is pretty dirty. Gonna let it cool off. I just drove it around a little bit just to try to get the temps up a little bit, like oil temp and stuff like that. But gonna make some passes, so I brought my HP tuner stuff. So if the trans is still hitting limiter in the 1 to 2 gear shift, then I'll make some adjustments, and I should be able to get that figured out. But I already lowered it once, so it should probably be fine where it's at right now. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna be waiting until they actually start allowing some passes, and then once they do that, then we'll start making some passes. All right, guys, first pass. We're gonna leave it in drive, see if I fix the trans tune. versus Swole for 200 bucks. This is gonna be interesting.
I'm here though, right?
Fucking 5 hours late.
I'm here though, right?
5 hours
Is it
late.
closed?
5 hours
You running
late.
late?
Huh?
You here in your city, right?
This ain't my
I
city.
think you here though, right? You around the corner from your city. I'm like 2-3 hours from my city. So what's up? We gonna run or not?
Yeah, I'm an hour away too.
I don't know. An hour. I'm 3 hours.
Congrats.
So we gonna run or what's up?
Huh?
Are we gonna run or what's up?
I'm in line.
All right, so we gonna flip in the lane. All right, then we're not running. Easy as that. Who's a clown, nigga? You gonna talk all that shit, bro?
I'm a clown.
Now
What's we done for last night? Who's the
So now
clown?
flip for nothing, bro?
Who's the clown?
So now flip for
You
nothing?
call yourself NAK.
So now, look, you talking shit. That's yesterday. We here right now. We here right now. You look goofy talking about shit yesterday. It's a bolt-on car right here, baby. It's a bolt-on car. It's a bolt-on car. So what's up? You gonna flip for the lane or what's good?
I'm just for shit.
All right, then I'm getting left lane. Then I'm getting left lane. Easy as that.
Huh?
I'm getting left lane.
I don't know how I'm in it right now.
Shit, it is what it is. You want to get your truck on, you want to get everything, you want to get all that shit.
You called me out.
It don't fucking matter.
What?
I called you out. I called you out.
You called me out.
Put it on guard that I called you out.
God.
I don't got messages of you hitting me up
For what?
for a rut.
Okay, you get
Oh, so now,
but I
thought I called you out.
You didn't even let me finish.
Oh, but
dumbass.
I thought I called you out.
Dumbass,
But I thought I called you out.
You did.
But I thought I called you out.
You did.
But ain't you the one that's messaging
I got
me?
screenshots right now.
I gotta go to the messages, that's all.
You guys like you just in the group chat, hey, let's run 500 minimum. Did you not tell me that? Exactly. Hello?
Next Sunday at the track, we'll be open for sure. I'm only gonna race you for money if you're driving. So what does that sound like?
Got you right over. Hey, he doesn't know where to park.
It's anywhere, bro.
I guess it's parking in the back, I guess.
Said that last time.
So that's where we're at. I don't know if they're gonna run or not, but we're gonna see. Chopper.
I'm trying to go home. Be a man about it. Be a man about it. You want to start something?
You wanna talk all that shit, huh?
I've been.
Oh. So come on.
You want to say? You want to say?
Come on. You don't want to race, you don't want to fight, you don't want to
Who not here trying to race? I've been sitting here for 5 hours. Why you on your Saturday? You already started shit talk from the get-go.
So I'm here to race. Huh? Either we gonna flip the lane or that's it.
I'm not flipping for lanes. I'm coming over here sitting for 4 hours for your ass.
It don't fucking matter, nigga.
Yeah,
It don't fucking matter.
Yeah,
you
dude.
wanted your car to fucking pull down, didn't you? Let's go 4 hours for the car to pull down. So easy as that. Hey, oh, I'm not gonna race you by as soon as I get there. I need my car to pull down. Alright, then, nigga, you got your car to pull down, nigga. Isn't that what you wanted?
What's it got to do with right now?
Ain't that what you said?
About what?
That you weren't racing as soon as I got here?
I didn't.
Oh. Now it's another story.
The story is that you're asking so many hours later. I'm not flipping for shit. I don't need to.
We're not racing.
That's you.
We're not racing.
That's you.
Alright, then we pay.
I'm not paying you shit.
Alright, then nigga, then what's good?
What I just said. That's it. That's it.
Wasted 4 hours for nothing.
What we got? I'll let you take it. Alright, I'll do that. Yeah.
About time. Shit.
Hey, tell him we flipping. Hey, Jacob.
I got 2 beers. What's done?
instant pay.
Oh, we agreed on aftermarket drivers, by the way. I got slow drivers for this year.
Damn. So this is Preston. I'm not sure if I've shown his photo to him or not, but basically, I think almost full bolt on. I don't think he has the underdrive pulley. Oh, he does have the underdrive pulley. It is speed density based as far as the tune goes. So pretty similar mods to me. Just he's not anywhere near as light as I am. And different tuners. Alright, Tino versus Prez. What you got, Reed?
Huh?
What you got?
Come on now, take that banner out.
Here we go. Oh, man.
Get this done, baby. Hey, send me the picture. I'll think about it. I'm on.
Prez fucking won.
Tell you all week.
Bro, how you gonna raise some money? You ain't got the money on you. That's the thing.
He ain't paying or what?
Nah, he said he ain't got no money on him. He said we gotta go to ATM.
Oh shit.
I know. But I mean, bro, I just ran him and I'm kind of good. Did you do a puck off? Did we bet on a puck off? Did we bet on a puck off? I ain't paying for what? Did we run? 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 Pay for what? Pay for what? Wait, he ain't racing? You're not racing now? We shook on this nigga. Where you going? Come on. We shook on this. You want to run? You not racing? Whatever you want to do. Punk out for what? You shook on it. Did we shake out a punk out fee? 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 I ain't fighting for shit. Why you scared to fight? Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody scared.
Hey, for real.
Hey.
What you gonna do? Shoot me like a little bitch? What you gonna do? You a bitch, bro. All that shit you was talking on Instagram, boy, you a bitch, nigga. What? Get away from the car, bitch. Just split your ass. Yeah, you got that gun, you a bitch. Slow ass car, nigga. Take that shit back to that shit, boy. Slow as fuck. I'll beat the fuck out you, nigga. Step over here. You scary than a bitch, nigga. You scary than a motherfucker, nigga. What's that? Yeah, pay that nigga. You a bitch, nigga. Acting all cocky and shit, nigga. Talking all that shit for these months. You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch too, Reed. You a bitch too. I'll smack you too.
How you not gonna run him though? That's the time.
8 o'clock.
Bitch ass nigga. It don't matter. You shook me when I was drunk. Nigga, you trying to take advantage of me last night, nigga. You a bitch. Pay the punk out or something, nigga. Or something, nigga. I'ma smack the fuck out you.
This y'all's Kings.
Pay something,
King
nigga.
and A.
Cause if I would've did it, y'all was gonna climb me. They already did climb me. What? So what? Bro, you know how it go, bro. You know how it go, bro.
We agree on punk out.
You know how it go, bro.
If I would have shut up, there would have been no punk out.
I've been calm all day. I ain't say shit to you. I was just waiting on y'all to run. I think fuck y'all.
Why you trying to
I ain't want to come here either, but I came here because you were here. I ain't want to be here either.
That's why you so bad.
Step away from the car and fight. Why you got a gun like a little bitch? ass niggas. Take your ass back to this piece of shit ass car. Bitch ass niggas. Fuck you too. Fuck you. Take your ass back. Fuck you too. Pussy ass niggas.
Damn.
Niggas.
There you
I'm
have
a
it.
clown that nigga. Whoever with that nigga can get their ones too. He shook my fucking hand. He a bitch.
And now they don't want to race. Even though Tito showed up 4 hours later.
Damn, what you think, Jizzy?
Sheesh. All I know is I got 2.5 minutes of pure gold, bro.
Damn.
Pure gold.
Damn,
In
Jizzy about to
4K.
come out with a fire video. So PRES10HK. I'm not sure if Tito's gonna pay or not.
He's leaving right there, bro.
And then I guess Tito and Swole are not gonna get the run. Tito took off. So Swole's been waiting here for Tito to run because they had money locked in on that run, and then I guess now they're not running.
If they were finna start fighting, I was finna.
Oh hell yeah, bro! I was ready. I was ready, bro. Damn. All right, guys. So it's the next day. Today's Monday. We got a lot to talk about. So, man, yesterday at the track was freaking crazy. I'm recording off the GoPro right now, so hopefully the audio's all right. Figured I'd record off the GoPro, that way I don't gotta sit there and hold my phone up all this time because we got a lot to talk about. So, went to XRP yesterday, and I got there pretty damn early. I got there probably about 2 o'clock. Preston said that he was gonna get there around 2. He ended up getting there probably around like 3, maybe 3:30, and or maybe like 4. And so I pretty much just waited that whole time. After they showed up, I made a test pass. So that test pass that I made, that's the one that y'all have already saw. And car ran pretty much what I expected it to run. It ran, I guess, pretty good considering that, considering how hot it was yesterday. It was, I think, like over 80 degrees. DA was like 2,500, and we still ran pretty good. Did a 689. So 689 isn't the best, but 689 at 104. Close, I think like 104 and a half, I think, if I remember correctly. And so that's not bad. I was having to foot brake the car because, you know, since we were doing Pro Tree that day, I wanted to go ahead and do Pro Tree that I could try to really attack that light and see how good I can get on that reaction time. So that's why I foot braked it. Ended up cutting a pretty good light considering that I'm foot braking the car. And so I was pretty happy with that. So 689 is kind of what I expected. I expected a high 6.8, having to stall the car because it does hurt the 60 foot. I 60 footed a 1.65 60, so definitely nowhere near as good as we can do. We've done 157 on the 60 foot. So definitely could have went faster if I was able to leave from idle, but I just wanted to, you know, really go after that tree. And adjusted the trans tune probably like a couple weeks ago. I think the day before we went to San Antonio, I think. And you know, so I finally got to test that out at the track, and you know, trans tune is good. So that adjustment that I made, you know, fixed the 1-2 shift, so we're good as far as that goes. This coming Friday, I may try to go maybe to Little River if they're open and see if I can maybe reset the stock converter record. I don't think I have any plans this weekend, so if Little River has a testing tune, I'll probably end up going. I got brand new tires, so Friday I ended up ordering new tires because I think Thursday I went and checked my tires, and no, actually I didn't even check my tires yet. So Friday I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, I'm spinning really bad. You know, I'd hate to go over there and, you know, just spin at the track too. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and next day air some tires so I can see them on Saturday, and you know, I'll put them on Saturday. Or actually I had my mom go and put them on because I was in Austin with all my coworkers. We had a little get together with all the coworkers, so I had to go to that. But my mom actually I already had my wheels off the car. My mom went and got the new tires put on for me, so I just gave her the money for that so she can go do that for me. So shout out to her for that. But when I pulled my tires off the car, you know, I got to actually like look at them pretty good, and man, one of them is showing wires. Like it was really, really bad. And so, I mean, that's why I've been spinning, because the tires are shot, like completely shot. So that makes sense on why I was spinning so bad in San Antonio. Now we got brand new tires, don't really have to worry about that. I'm gonna try not to really drive these tires on the street very much anymore. So probably gonna stick to track racing for the most part. May roll race some here and there, but I'm gonna try not to do it as much, because these tires just, you know, they don't last long at all in the street. So I would like to try to maximize these tires on the track. But anyways, that's that. Let's talk about XRP, man. So like I said, I made my test pass, you know, that went pretty good. And then we waited for Tito to show up. So Tito was originally, I think, supposed to show up around like 4 o'clock or so. He ended up not getting there till like way later. It was probably like, man, it was probably like 6 or 7, honestly, when he showed up. So it was pretty late. But he finally showed up. He hopped in line to go make a test pass. The track was just super, super busy. I don't know why it was like this packed, but it was stupid busy. And the lines were just going, they were taking super long. Like, literally, there's another guy from over there with the higher M6 Gen, a bolt-on car, but it has a converter. And he was waiting in line for over an hour. And so Tito hopped out of line, you know, came back up to Preston and was like, hey, let's just go ahead and get this run out of the way, because, you know, he has a long drive back all the way to Houston. So he was like, I'm just trying to get this over with so I can hit the road. So so they finally, they hopped in line. You know, it took forever. Y'all saw the conversations that were had while we were all waiting in line. And you know, there were some fights, man. There was a fight about to break out between Tito and Preston. I honestly thought that they were about to fight. As far as that goes, like, I'm not gonna try to choose sides or nothing, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm really cool with Preston. I'm really cool with Tito. You know, I got no problem with either one of them. The whole situation was just freaking crazy. But I mean, I understand why Tito got pissed, because Preston didn't want to flip for lane. So I mean, I see Tito's point, honestly, on that. I see why he, you know, like, I don't think that's too much to ask for, but I see why Preston didn't want to have to flip for lane, because he did have to, you know, he was waiting hours past when Tito said that he was going to be there, you know, to run. So Tito didn't show up on time. So I mean, I kind of see like both sides' point, you know what I mean? But they finally got their run in. There was a lot of shit talk going on, man, before the race. And you know, I was just sitting there on my phone up recording. Me and Choppa, man, me and Choppa just vibing. Y'all heard Choppa at the end of the first clip when Tito and Press were talking, and he said, "I'm just trying to go home." Man, that cracked me up. But so they finally got that run in, man, and Press got him, man. Press treat him nasty. I told Tito, I said honestly, your best chance is to let Press stage, so single stage, right? Let Press light up the second bulb, and then go ahead and stall your car up to whatever you want to stall it to, and like kind of bump in to the second bulb while you're already stalled up, that way you're ready. I told him, because as soon as you light that second yellow, they're gonna flash pretty quick. So I guess he still wasn't expecting it to flash that quick, and man, Tito slept on the light big time. So I mean, yeah, that's really what it comes down to, man. I mean, Tito does have the faster car, and but that just goes to show you, you know, how drag racing is, man. The faster car doesn't always win. So there's a lot of factors that kind of go into making passes at the track and racing at the track. So you know, shout out my boy Press, man. Press got that dub like he said he would. I told him, man, while we were waiting in line, I was like, Press, I was like, bro, you better fucking win with all this shit talk that you've been doing. I was like, you better fucking win. So at least he ended up winning, you know, because if he didn't win, man, that would have been bad. He would have got some heat on the internet. Tito's getting a lot of heat on the internet right now because of the situation that happened after. But it was just crazy, man. And then after that run, you know, Tito didn't want to run Swole. I think it was mainly, like, obviously Tito was pissed because he lost, but I think it was mainly just because he was trying to, you know, he's trying to go home. It was late. It's probably like 9 o'clock at that point, maybe after 9 o'clock. And so, I mean, I understand why Tito was trying to dip. And as far as, like, Swole was pissed off because, you know, Tito didn't want to pay any type of punk out fee, which same thing on that. I see both points, you know what I mean? Because they didn't agree on a punk out fee. You know, they didn't set that up on the initial bet. They didn't say anything about a punk out fee. So I can see why Tito didn't want to pay him a punk out fee. But at the same time, I see why Swole wanted a punk out fee, because Swole was there super early, and Swole didn't even want to be there, honestly. Swole didn't want to be there. And he showed up, you know, just because he had that run locked in with Tito. And so that's why Swole wanted the punk out fee. So, I mean, you know, I see both points on that one, too. So, I thought they were about to fight, too. Supposedly there was a gun involved. I don't know. I didn't see a gun, but, man, I thought things were going to get pretty bad on that. So, I'm glad they didn't, because, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like, the way I look at it, all this shit talk is just kind of unnecessary, you know, like, we're all there doing the same shit, you know what I mean? Like, we all like racing, you know, that's what we love to do. So, like, I can understand some, like, friendly shit talk here and there, but all that shit talk, you know, wasn't really necessary, but that shit was entertaining as fuck, you know. I was just sitting back watching it, and, so, I mean, that's that. I'm sorry I didn't get to run anybody, man. I only got to make that one pass, and then after the whole race with Preston and Tito, and then Tito getting into it with Swole, I ended up getting a phone call, and I ended up having a family emergency, so I had to load the car up, drive all the way back home, 3 hours, and you know, help with that situation. So sucked, because I bought a hotel and didn't even get to use it. But, you know, sometimes just in life, you know, things happen and that are just kind of out of your control, and you know, you just got to do what you got to do. So I was gonna run, man. I was gonna run that full bolt-on 6-gen. So it's a yellow car with a high ram, and it has a converter. So I was gonna run him later, after that whole situation happened with between Swole, Tito, and Preston. So I was gonna run him, but, you know, then the family situation came up, and so that wasn't able to happen. But I'll definitely make sure I get a run in with him at some point, probably. He showed me his time slip, and man, we would have been a very, very good race. A very good race. Like, it would honestly just come down to the tree, because he's gonna 60 foot a lot harder than I am, but, you know, my car is just gonna back half a lot harder than his. I definitely have the faster car, but he has the quicker car. So that would have made a really, really good race. You know, I really wish we could have got that race in, but you know, unfortunately, you know, things come up that are out of your control, and we weren't able to make that happen. But like I said, guys, maybe the Friday, if Little River's open, we'll try to go over there, try to reset the bolt-on stock converter record. So right now it's 10:48 at 10:48. That's the time. So that's my best time, and so that's the bolt-on stock converter world record right now. I want to try to reset it, because I think we honestly can, especially now that I got that trans tune fixed on the 1.2. You know, that alone might help just a little bit. So right now it's getting really, really hot, so DA is probably not going to be good. So there's a good chance that we don't reset that that record, but, you know, I want to just kind of make one more attempt at it, you know, just to do it. But anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, this video was freaking crazy. I honestly thought there was gonna be some fights that were about to go down, and you know, Tito didn't end up paying Press. Tito didn't end up paying Swole. So that's the main reason why Tito's getting a lot of heat right now on you know, just social media and stuff. So I mean, so after Press beat him, Tito said that he was like, I honestly didn't think I was gonna have to pay you. Like, so Tito thought he was gonna win, so he was like, so I didn't even get cash. So I mean, the way I look at that, man, like, if you're gonna race somebody for money, you need to make sure, even if you don't think you have a chance at losing, you need to make sure you have the money on you, that way you can pay him right then. That's kind of my take on that. But so Tito's getting a lot of heat right now. I'm just kind of sitting back, you know, and watching, because like I said, I'm cool with both of them. So, you know, I'm not here to choose sides or nothing like that. I'm just here, and I was just recording, you know, for y'all. So I hope y'all like this video, guys. If y'all did, give it a thumbs up. New to the channel, please subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.